Werth, the Antidote, a small competitor challenges the drug giants, Conquests in New Pharma. In The Antidote, Werth unravels the journey of Vertex Pharmaceuticals, founded by Joshua Boger in 1989, as it navigates through the challenges and triumphs of the demanding pharmaceutical industry. The book spotlights Vertex's struggle to develop groundbreaking drugs for various afflictions, such as HIV, HCV, and cystic fibrosis. From its humble beginnings, the company adopts high-risk, high-reward strategies, engages in numerous partnerships, and ventures into uncharted territories with its innovative research techniques. The Antidote highlights the perseverance and evolution of Vertex as it strives to change the ways drugs are discovered, developed, and sold.
Vertex Pharmaceuticals and the Quest for Hepatitis C Treatment. In the early 1990s, Joshua Boger quit Merck to found Vertex Pharmaceuticals, a startup with a vision focusing on drugs that target molecules more efficiently. Vertex began to see hepatitis C as a wide-open opportunity despite the few pharma companies pursuing treatments. In partnership with Lilly Corporation and Novartis, Boger hedged his bets by developing an anti-inflammatory treatment for rheumatoid arthritis, carrying Vertex into the expanding field of human genome sequencing. Boger's tolerance for high risk coupled with his audacious nature had repeatedly driven Vertex to exceed expectations. Despite the inherent frustrations and risks involved in biotechnology research and drug manufacturing, Boger could see more clearly the opportunities for changing how drugs are discovered, developed, and sold. Vertex's partnerships helped it raise enough money on Wall Street, positioning it for its next major growth step. Vertex's persistence pays off. Vertex Pharmaceuticals faced setbacks in their partnership with Lilly and multiple failed clinical trials. However, CEO Joshua Boger's persistence and confidence kept the company afloat. He acquired Aurora Bioscience Corporation, which included a partnership with the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, CFF. The foundation had promised nearly $50 million to tackle the disease. Vertex continued to pursue HCV, even after Lilly withdrew, and their stock price plummeted. Despite this, Boger persisted, hiring experienced Peter Mueller as chief scientific officer to help determine the company's clinical trial direction. Despite negative reactions from analysts, Vertex continued to pursue HCV, resulting in a groundbreaking oral therapy. Vertex's journey to solving hepatitis C and cystic fibrosis. Vertex Pharmaceuticals CEO, Josh Boger, makes bold and risky moves to create effective drugs to treat hepatitis C and cystic fibrosis. Through clinical trials, partnerships, and internal restructuring, Vertex develops VX-950 and VX-770, which prove successful in treating the diseases. However, challenges persist in bringing awareness to hepatitis C and determining government reimbursement for the drugs. Vertex Pharmaceuticals' journey to finding successful drug treatments for hepatitis C and cystic fibrosis were risky and challenging. Josh Boger, the company's CEO at the time, led Vertex's R&D of VX-950 for treating hepatitis C and VX-770 for treating cystic fibrosis, which required raising more than $320 million from investors. Boger made bold moves to ensure their unwavering commitment to finding a cure. Through human clinical trials conducted by independent investigators, the success of the trials looked like a plummeting roller coaster, leading the Vertex team to dub it the Vertex swoosh. Vertex's journey was not without its challenges. During clinical trials, VX-950 saw a dramatic drop in viral levels but had serious side effects such as skin rashes in some participants. The Vertex team created a corrector to pair with VX-770, which reduced viral loads to zero. However, Vertex still faced challenges in bringing awareness to hepatitis C, which was an unknown public health crisis at the time. They also had to determine government reimbursement for the drugs. Despite the challenges, Vertex's success in developing drugs to treat hepatitis C and cystic fibrosis was significant. In 2006, Vertex formed a partnership with Johnson & Johnson to develop and sell VX-950 outside North America and Japan. Later that year, Vertex received an additional $13.3 million from the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation to move forward with VX-770. Vertex refined its mission, vision, and relationship with employees, making pay and bonuses contingent on performance. However, internal restructuring proved to be a challenge. In 2006, Boger was removed from the chairman role, which cut him off from his board. His chief business officer left the company, disillusioned with the firm's direction. As Boger broadened his activities outside the company, Vertex sought longevity by refining its mission and vision and creating an employee-based bonus system. Despite the challenges, Vertex's success in developing drugs to treat hepatitis C and cystic fibrosis continued. VX-770 clinical trials saw dramatic and powerful results, overshadowing the Vertex swoosh. As the need for Vertex to hone its sales skills grew, the company prepared for a flood tide of new HCV patients. In 2009, Boger retired, and Matthew Emmons took over as CEO. Vertex's journey was not just about developing drugs, it was also about creating awareness for diseases such as hepatitis C and ensuring government reimbursement. Vertex's mission was to produce innovation that is of high value to society. Through clinical trials, partnerships, and internal restructuring, Vertex succeeded in its mission. Vertex emerges as a multi-product biopharmaceutical company. Vertex Pharmaceuticals underwent CF drug trials that proved VX-770 to be a groundbreaking molecule. The company estimated that their medicines for HCV and CF could transform Vertex into a global, full-service, and multi-product biopharmaceutical company. Vertex's NDA for VX-950 held in April 2011 had some complications during the panel hearing, but the drug gained unanimous approval. Vertex's strategy for pricing their HCV drug, Teleprevor, involved a copay assistance program for insured patients and providing the medicine for free to uninsured individuals earning below $100,000. This strategy was positively received, and Insivec allowed Vertex to become profitable for the first time. Overall, Vertex emerged as a leading biopharmaceutical company with innovative medicine and a user-friendly pricing structure. Vertex's success story. Vertex's combination therapy for cystic fibrosis, Kalydeco, faced a challenge by the FDA, which only approved it for a small number of patients. However, Vertex increased the size of the trial and estimated Kalydeco could earn more than $1.75 billion yearly. The FDA eventually gave Kalydeco a priority review and approved it in early 2012. Despite pricing controversies, Kalydeco's success brought more value to Vertex than its hepatitis C treatment. The Vertex success story. Vertex Pharmaceuticals founder Joshua Boger's vision of developing effective drugs for patients who need them regardless of the cost or sacrifice led to the company's success. Science, people, and money were the vital components in building a $16 billion pharmaceutical company that leads in combination therapies for unaddressed conditions today.
The Antidote presents a compelling tale of Vertex Pharmaceuticals' growth, guided by visionary founder Joshua Boger. Despite challenges and setbacks, Vertex perseveres in its mission, eventually achieving success in developing effective and innovative drugs. The company makes bold decisions, discovers breakthrough drugs, and finds innovative ways to treat hepatitis C and cystic fibrosis, ultimately transforming into a $16 billion pharmaceutical giant. The journey of Vertex, as narrated in this book, serves as an inspiring testament to the power of persistence, ambition, and groundbreaking innovation in a highly competitive industry.